Hey there, this is Dan Freevault from The Vault, and today I am going to go over how to do a clipping mask in Photoshop. It's a very powerful tool that I use just about every time I am doing any kind of layout, especially for album design or templates. So let's get in and show you the power behind the clipping mask. I'm going to start out with, I have this purple circle right here, and let's say I want to put a photo in here and only have the photo reside within the circle. That is when the power of the clipping mask comes in handy. Let me go to this image right here, and I'm going to drag this image over into that canvas. Make sure you're on your move tool and that you have this checked, auto select and layer. That will allow you to just click on this image, make sure your image is flattened too over here, click and hold, drag over the top of this document where I want to put it in, bring it back into the center of the canvas and let go, and that will drop the image right on top. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit, hit Command T to transform this image to make it a little bit smaller, hit OK, zoom it back in. Okay, so now what I want to do is make it reside within here. So if I go over here and hover in between, I'm just going to zoom in here so you guys can see it. You see when I hover in between the two layers, I have the little pointer tool, but I hold down the Option tool and it switches over to the clipping mask tool, and I just click and let me zoom back out. You'll see it clips it within here. So if I want to release the clipping mask, I do the same thing. Hover in between. Now when I hold down the Option key, you can see it puts a little slash between the clipping mask, and I go boom, and it releases it. And back in. So now what's cool is if I hit the Command T for transform, I can move this all around and get it in the position I want. I can size it. And none of that purple color will show as long as my image fills in that whole circle. And then hit OK. So there you have it. That's a clipping mask for the image into a circle. Now let's do something creative here with this text. We can also do a clipping mask into text. So I am just going to open up this texture right here and do the same thing. Click and hold, drag over the top of my document, bring it back in. I need to make this one a little bit larger so it covers the whole font. Go like that. And then I also need to make sure you see how the text is on top. I need to click and move this so my actual texture is on top of my words where I want to clip it in. I hover in between, hold down the Option key, and click, and there you go. Now I have this cool texture going into this font. Let me release it real quick and show you another method to doing it. So another way you can do it is in Photoshop. There's several ways to do this. I just go in up here in my menu to the layer mode or layer menu, go down to create clipping mask, and you see there's also a speed key here. That's another way to do it if you know the speed key. And click, and it does the same thing as hovering in between. You can also go in here and release clipping mask like that as well. So I just find it easier to go between the layers, hold down the Option, and click it in. So that's the main way, or a short tutorial, basic intro to clipping masks. And now I'll show you a more real-world way of using it, and that is with templates. So for instance, I'm going to open up this template right here, and you'll see there's all these fonts and everything, and then I have this right here that says clip photo to this shape. So you want to click on that first of all, just to identify that that's the shape I want to clip into and use a clipping mask, and then that will put the image right in here. So let me go back to my senior image, click hold, put it over the template, and then back down. And you see what it does, and it drops it right on top of where I need to clip it in. Let me zoom out because this is size for the web, so this image will have to be scaled quite a bit. Let me get in here and oops. Let me bring this kind of maybe like right in here, maybe smaller. Let's go like right there. Okay, then I'm going to hover in between, hold the Option key, and click, and you'll see how that then goes right into that shape. And again, I can transform. Maybe I want it larger, and her head just kind of looking in here, let's say like that, or centered, kind of like it's centered. So that is a good way to use it for these templates here. And another way to do this, or I should say, if you don't click on this right here when you first bring it in, I'm just going to shut this off. Let's say you're up on this layer. What may happen as you bring this image in, it will drop it up here, and then you don't want to clip it here. So all you need to do is just grab that layer, slide it down there so that you are in this area, and then it will clip it to the proper place, and then size it to go where you want it to go. And while we're working on these templates, I can kind of show you a little bit about customizing and things like that. So like, let's say this brown background isn't really the color you want. You can just go right in here to your effects tool, go into color overlay, and you can see it defaults are red, but you can click in here. Maybe I want to bring out the blue in her dress, and I can slide this a little bit more. Something maybe like that, and hit OK. And we got that cool color of blue going in there then. And these fonts will not be included because it's illegal to sell templates with fonts, but we'll have a PDF, and you just read the PDF. It will show you how to get the fonts. They're very inexpensive. Otherwise, you can just simply replace the fonts. Or let's say you wanted to change the color of just this and leave it so it says seniors. Do the same thing. Just go into your effects tool, color overlay, and then we can change this, and maybe we'll go like a gray color like that. So a couple different options. I kind of went over a little bit how to use the templates as well as using clipping masks. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. We'll talk soon.